All right, so these cables look great. Um, they look expensive, but when you pick them up, they're really lightweight. This is a metal sleeve, but it's totally lightweight, like pot metal, versus a nice cable like the PRS are clearly steel or whatever it is, brass fittings, and that's plastic there. So the threads, if you cross thread them, you're done. And they just don't. The question here, I think, is will it withstand being out playing gigs, on the road or whatever, heavy use. And my gut feeling is I wouldn't spend money on them for expecting that out of them. But hey, how do they sound? So here, the first thing I did is I decided I wanted consistency in the clips. So I used a third cable. It's an unmarked. It sounds great, or it sounds like nothing, it just sounds clear and solid and whatever. It's a good cable. And I use that to run into my Great River DI to create the clips, which I then reamped back out. And so I went through the Redeye and I reamped using the Behringer cable, and then I reamped using the PRS cable, and I wanted to see, can I close my eyes and hear a difference? And I'm going to give you that chance right now. So here, first of all, it's just the sound of nothing happening between. It's going to go one, then the other, one, then the other, one, then the other. And then we'll hear some DI, just dry clips, and then we'll get into some other stuff. So here you go. Yeah, okay, so far so good. I couldn't hear a difference at all. And I tried. So, check out those graphs on the metering. They're the same. There's no visual discrepancy that I can see, and I've been trying. And, it is what it is. I can't hear it, I can't see it. Let's listen to one more dry DI thing, and then we'll move on to some higher gain stuff. All that little background noise floor buzzing, I felt like that's where it's going to reveal if there's not some major tone shift. And again, I can't mix the clips up and close my eyes and tell you which is which. So this is a win again, which I'm glad for. I want to pay less for cables, but let's listen to some more clips. So, I figure crank the gain up so that there's a lot of, noise, and see if I can hear it is one louder, does one induce more noise or whatever. And I couldn't hear anything there. Let's try some other clips. Man, maybe I can hear something. Maybe there's a pattern there, but it could be my imagination. As I'm listening to these, I don't know which is which, and it seems like one of them maybe is a tiniest bit softer attack, but I don't know. Let's listen to another one. Okay, I cannot consistently, reliably, honestly pick out which is which in really any of those clips. One of them maybe, but I couldn't tell you which is which, or I didn't even know if it was worse or better. I just felt like maybe there was a softened thing. But these are cross-faded in between clips, and it could be that too. Like I'm not going to leave a noisy clip transition because it's just not what I do. But anyway, so that leads me down to, when I look at it in the meters, do I see anything? No, they're the same. The only time I saw like 0.1 of a dB was when it was going through the amp, and I gotta think the tube amp, because you run one clip, then you unplug it, then you plug the other cable in, you run the other clip. So the tube amp is not a simultaneous recording. So there could be a blip in the power or whatever. So like 0.1 of a dB is not even registers on my radar. So, the answer to how do these sound? Do they sound as good as the more expensive cable? Yup. Yup. So, am I happy with my purchase? Yes. Where do these fall down in comparison to the expensive cables? Well, it's in the build quality. Is this cable, what I expect based on what I feel when I hold it in my hand and plug it in and all that stuff? Would I expect it to last as long as the PRS? No. So I'm gonna use it in situations where it's gonna have the least amount of wear and tear to try and extend its life. I think if you bought this cable and you expected it to last as long as the PRS, well, it's not gonna. It might, but I don't feel, just based on the plastic and the lightweightness of it, I feel like in my experiences, it's going to get beat up quicker. But, just use it in a appropriate setting and you should be fine. So this is how I feel about it. I'll buy more. Anyway, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Hopefully it was entertaining to you. See you later. Goodbye.